There's much more to Julian Love's 2 interceptions than just those 2 plays. The Seahawks safety won the must-win game from Seattle by learning from past mistakes. Yes, so Julian Love deservedly won NFC Defensive Player of the Week after his 2 picks versus the Philadelphia Eagles, including that game ender. But what stands out to me and what's so cool when you watch back the tape is that the safety learned from past mistakes just this season, but also previous years, to then apply those lessons and ball the heck out when it mattered most. So in the first interception, the Seahawks are running a 2-high safety defense. Love starts as though he's that low defender, trying to show a bit of disguise, but also helping the run fit, and then he's going to bail out of there. What's really cool about this, on the bottom of the screen, Seattle's playing a type of cover 2. Possibly Artie Burns is blitzed, or maybe kind of peeling off. Possibly he is just biting hard on the play fake. But you'll notice on that side of the field, it's cover 2, meaning Quandre Diggs, he correctly reads out how this plays out. They're kind of playing a hard cover 2 to the bottom of the screen in A.J. Brown. But he is not responsible for carrying this route across the field. Julian Love has to clear the kind of play fake, honor that, see the split action, and then find that receiver up and back across the field. And that is such a remarkable interception. If you look for the end zone angle, you will see how pretty this is too. Not the most convincing ball fake, but for him, it's about reading the kind of quarterback footwork, finding that receiver, and making the pick. And for Jalen Hurts, you can see why he tried to throw this ball. I mean, the way that Love rolls over, finds the football, makes the grab, it's just a super impressive play. He didn't expect that. Now, what's cool about this? Well, just the previous week, Love got in a tough spot playing this kind of route. Now, slightly different concept here, the snap, 5-step drop under center. But you can see how Quandre Diggs is playing in his deep half of the field. And Julian Love is in the backside cover 4 quarter. And he is therefore responsible for kind of being that low player on the dig route. He picks it up well initially, but Purdy does his kind of BS, this kind of stuff he's doing in an MVP caliber season, and just finds Ayuk anyway. So Love picked up the route, but as the play broke down, Love kind of lost at the catch point. The way he plastered the receiver wasn't great, and he didn't play. Although it is a different situation, he kind of lost in that different situation. He made good on this type of player, because this is a huge explosive for Seattle to give up on a play which should have been dead. It was also great to hear Love post-game on how Quandre Diggs' communication helped.
First one, I think it was Watkins screaming. He ran that route a couple times earlier in the game, and I'm dropping for him, and I just hear Q. I'm running with him, and Quandre yells, "Jew!" middle of the play, and because the ball was in the air. So I beat on it. I had good positioning, and just looked up. The ball was floating, and came down with it.
This is especially cool because of the moment of week 1, where against the Rams, you can see how Quandre Diggs got left in a very tough spot by the way Julian Love decided to play this. And also the Rams' concept was difficult, but Love took the shallower route in his quarter. He came down from 2 high presentation, and he took that first shallow route. Really, he needed to leave that for Reek Woolen, and you can see Reek Woolen's down at the line of scrimmage. He could have got underneath that, but he's caught too shallow. Love is shallow, and the result is that Quandre Diggs, who this may be like a hard cover 2, like reading the 2 receiver and with them both going vertical in like palms, say Diggs is responsible for that, but he's expecting the help across the field. You can see him turn and look at Love like, come on, what on earth? And Love is kind of confused after this play because this was crazy close to being a problem. Watch the play out. Diggs, the way he opens, he's sort of suddenly caught like, oh my gosh, I can't help out on the dig route of this dagger concept because there's no one for the race route. And very fortunate let-off that this receiver dropped the pass. So we've come from this let-off point in week 1 where the Rams really, for all intents and purposes, they got a massive play on Love kind of misplaying it, to the point that Diggs communicates to Love, he hears him, and he gets a massive interception. Now, Love's second pick sounded like Nick Sirianni basically was saying they were kind of playing for the DPI, but as Love said post-game, they were kind of expecting this.
I just had a good feeling of them going to go to number 11. A.J. Brown's a real deal receiver, and I was honestly watching him that entire play. I was in the post. I saw the double move. I just took off and saw the ball floating, and I must be living right because got my feet in, thankfully.
This is just Seattle playing for 3 bars with Quandre Diggs coming down into the strong hook, and Love is rotating towards the post with a bit of pre-snap disguise. The ball is kind of wildly underthrown, which again, if you're playing for DPI, makes sense. But he, to his credit, he gets enough depth. The deeper you are as the post safety, the more of the field you can access. He sticks his foot in the ground after glancing at A.J. Brown, and then he breaks, taking a perfect path to the football. He makes this look easy. How he's able to play the ball, gets right to it, undercuts the receiver, high points it, and somehow, as he said, got his feet in bounds. Now, once more, there's an example of Love learning. How about 2022, week 14, where Love was with the New York Giants? Here it's 4th and 7, and you can see he's deep as the post safety. He's not even having to rotate. But man, he got his ankles wrong here. He won't like to see this one back, playing the slot fade. It is a tough timing type of play with how deep he is, and he just breaks to the wrong spot. He gets beat. They convert. They pick up the 4th down, but even worse, as the post safety there, you've got to try and stop the touchdown if you're not going to get the football, and he just completely missed. And I think that kind of tells the story of how you can be a great player in the NFL. You will get beat, as a DB especially, but it's how you respond to the moment. And Love, with the Seahawks playing the most important football this season right now, he is answering. What a great performance. If you like this video, like the damn video, subscribe to the channel, and you can find me on Twitter, social media, whatever we call it now, at Matty F. Brown. Thank you.